heavy loads, it can carry up to 220 kilos. Because of their long working hours, we didn't want them to stop and charge for a long time. So we have swappable batteries, which you just pull the battery out for charging. And yeah, making it robust and simple. So we've worked with a lot of parts.
So one battery can last for
Yes, on a single charge.
one battery 70 kilometers. Yes. Okay. What is the how long does a border do a day?
They generally ride within the city center, or within Nairobi. They're generally riding from 80 kilometers to 140 kilometers.
On average?
Yes.
Daily?
Yeah.
Okay.
So with 2 batteries, you're able to charge through the whole day.
You charge one?
You charge one, and we usually, the bike comes with a home charger, so you can charge it in your house when you're at home, and then
if you charge both, then you're good for the day.
you're good for the day.
What else we're also putting?
So a lot of the mechanical auxiliaries are being made locally. The battery compartments, the passenger footrest, the rear carriers we're starting to bring local, and a lot of the seats and the fiberglass. The only one that we're still trying to move to localization is the frame and the swing arm. Yeah. Yes, the main frame and the swing arm.
But that's the difference, Your Excellency, is we designed the bike. It's our design, our IP. It's not a bike that's made in India or China that we are importing.
Very good.
So we'll explain.
Companies here in Kenya are getting off-the-shelf batteries, but we work a lot in design, testing, validation, and working towards actually bringing assembly locally. So right now we have just set up our lab. We want to equip it with time. I'm the battery team manager at the moment, and this is the work we do here. So like you see here, this is now, you've been talking about lithium ion. This is the lithium ion cell.
Yes.
This small thing here. And manufacturing this thing requires a lot of support, a lot of resources, a lot of capital. So we find that locally that is not very possible. So we work with partners from different parts of the world to design and manufacture, especially the cells. And it's a very, I think it's an industry that is growing quite heavily. I think China's economy is based heavily on EV batteries. I think it's the biggest battery manufacturer at the moment, and so we are trying to see how to bring this manufacturing locally. Even though it will take time, we know we are going to get there. So what we do here in Rome is we do the design work, do the sizing, do the mathematics, do the calculation. We know what range we need, we know what cost we need to sit within, we know how much the safety requirements that we have, and so we draft the specifications, all the requirements sent to our partners, and then they use these samples for us. They come here, we test them to cell level to ensure that we're sending out safe batteries.
So you import it complete, or you come and assemble it here?
We buy it complete. We buy it looking like this, and then we come here and open up samples and test at cell level and check that the battery management system, because these batteries are very sensitive to overuse, misuse, and things like that. So we have a battery management system that basically monitors the functionality of it. And
she told me our neighbors.
Yeah. Sorry.
She told me our neighbors are manufacturing,
Yeah,
but us we're not.
they are slightly ahead of
What
us.
are they doing? Yes.
So we've grown so much in terms of the battery technology that we've deployed. This was our first ever battery in Rome. It was a 2.1 kilowatt hour battery, and then we switched to this one, which is a bit smarter, has tracking because it's an expensive component. And then we switched to this one, which is now a different cell type. So you see, this one is cylindrical, and then we have this particular type. It's like flat and rectangular. So they are lighter, cheaper, and they have more range and more power. And now this is what we have deployed commercially, and this is what we're looking towards the next release. Okay. And yeah.
Can you see the passion in our
Yeah. Yeah.
4 years ago.
Yeah. I think there's a lot of work that you have done, Mheshimiwa, in terms of sustainability and the national climate action, but a lot is still to be done on the renewable, especially on the transport sector, and the battery is the backbone of it. So a lot of work needs to be put in to make sure that we have alternative sources of fuel. And the battery is the one thing that makes electric vehicles very expensive. It's the most expensive component. And if you want border riders to be able to afford electric motorcycles,
It is the reason
exactly.
why in this year's budget
Yeah,
we zero rated all the components
exactly.
for the manufacturing.
Yes.
We zero rated all lithium associated panels. Is the reason why we have a tax incentive on the charging, equipment.
Exactly.
We've also brought down the VAT and excise on that because we realize the importance of this sector.
Yeah.
That is why we are making policy decisions that would support exactly what you're doing.
Exactly, because we want it to not be just for the rich people. Not only rich people should be able to afford electric vehicles.
Absolutely.
There are so many benefits to these vehicles, both on the environmental. There's so many children who die every day because of pollution. So we want our passion to be able to be realized, and one way is to work towards lowering the cost of these batteries. So we're on the right track.
I didn't get your name.
My name is Lucy.
Lucy.
Anjala.
Buy cards from all across the world, and both from Kenya and from India, from China. We bring it here part by part. This is called this is our sub-assemblies. So we take pieces like the sprockets, we mount them to the swing arm. Take the suspension. This is designed by us. This is designed by us. This is just off-the-shelf parts, and then we assemble it step by step.
So you designed this.
Yeah, we have designed that.
Very good.
And
then
then
you get somebody to manufacture.
Exactly. So right now this is manufactured in India. We hope to bring it here eventually. We're working with the local suppliers.
To get the tax incentives, they have to bring it like this. They bring it as
Yes.
simple, then they pay higher tax. Because then they are taking away
Yeah.
jobs for
I
this
think-
good people from these good people.
I think that we're. Yes. Let's move over here.
Habari yako? Umejua sasa kufunga hii? Ulijifunza wapi? This is your first piece of work. And you are getting to learn a few things. Very good. Which college did you go to?
What did you study?
Yes, my friend. Habari yako? Yes.
Everything starts
Here.
everything starts here with the frame. So this is our design. Everything here has been designed, built by Kenyan engineers, specifically for the sub-Saharan market and for it to be able to survive our various environments. So this is fully designed by us. And yes. No, at the moment we have outside partners that we are using, and then we send it out so that it comes back here. So as we move to the production line, we
I was working in Toyota Kenya. Then when this electrical bike comes, then I was observed here. Yes.
Okay. So you're working with this good man.
Yeah.
Very good. Good luck, guys.
So as we move, now we start adding our electronics. So the battery is the heart of the bike, and this is more of the brains of the bike that we add in here.
Okay.
So this is our electronics, our discrete design systems.
This is the electronics that respond to all the other gadgets. That
Exactly. So it takes in the input of the driver, whether it's stepping on the brake, accelerator, all of that, puts that all together, takes power now from the battery and delivers it to the motor for
I thought we
performance.
could manufacture this locally.
That's the hardest, is that?
No. The harness we do produce locally.
Yeah.
All the other, it is a requirement.
In our regulations,
That you buy this locally.
that
Yes.
must be bought locally.
We produce the harnesses locally.
This one.
Yes.
Very good.
Yeah.
Very good.
It's just the electronics themselves, the brains, the
Yeah.
discrete electronics that
Okay.
We've
Produce.
cassetted, sorry.
Unaunda hii kitu?
Yes, tunaenda kitu. Yes.
Allah. Okay, so mmekuwa mkifanya for how long?
I've been working with the company for the last 4 years.
4 years.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. I'm currently the production line engineer
Uh-huh.
in charge of all the technical issues in the line.
Uh-huh. Okay. Where did you go to college?
Kabete.
Kabete Polytechnic.
Yes.
Oh, very good. Do you have some of your colleagues here from other colleges?
Yes, I have a lot of my colleagues here.
Okay,
Yes.
from the Tibet.
Yes.
Very good. Pongezi. Good luck.
awesome.
Very good.
Excellence, there are 14 parts that we
So,
have gazetted
yes.
that must be bought from Kenya. When they bring the knockdown,
14 different parts.
yes, we cannot bring that as part of the knockdown. So that's gazetted, and all the go by that.
When did we get that?
That's 2019.
Okay,
Yeah.
very good.
So this is where we start. Here we start adding the wheels. So the rear wheels come in. A few other components are added in here, but now it starts getting now the life of its own, right? And then as we go down, we now add in the front forks. So the front forks are what
Slowly
hold
inaendelea
now
kuunda.
it's on its own 2 feet now,
Yes.
right? Now it's
Habari?
standing by itself.
How are you? Very good.
Yeah.
You
Welcome.
guys are sorting this thing out.
Yes.
Okay.
She's the team lead for
Okay.
the production line.
line, yeah.
Yes.
Okay, very good, very good, very good. Uh-huh.
So at this point,
So, you are aware that we have 14 parts that must be manufactured locally.
Yes.
You're aware of that?
Yes.
How do you make sure that that's the case? You
Maybe
work
that-
with-
Yeah, we work closely with the warehouse guys.
Yes.
So that is where we confirm that the parts are
Okay.
locally made.
yeah.
And
We
also
want-
we have
we-
our manufacturing guys.
You think we should increase the locally manufactured components?
Yes.
Yeah, so the plan we now have is to, because we want to promote local manufacturing of the things that our, young people like you and the others from Tibet can manufacture in other facilities, even if it's not here. Yeah, we should, so we are now saying 14 different items, we want to go to 30 different items.
Yes.
So they are manufactured locally, so that progressively, in a short while, we should be able to manufacture the whole thing.
For sure.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes.
sure.
It's also part
I think
of
that's
our...
a good idea. What do you think?
It's a very good one.
Okay.
That's,
Sawa.
that's a key part of our
Asante
design
sana.
ethos.
Very
Every
good.
single component that we are designing specifically to be able to produce it
Yes.
in here.
Uh-huh. So we are almost there.
We are almost there.
Uh-huh.
At this point is where we start testing the wiring and the electronics. So
it's all there.
yeah, so the harness is now one of the components that we are producing
Yes.
here locally. Now we start testing the systems, how they are working, how all of our discrete electronics work. Is our brain working as it should be? We already have a battery in here just to make sure that everything is running as smoothly as it should.
Are you aware of what we have done in this year's budget? We have now zero rated the whole motorbike, all the components, We have also zeroed all the components. We've also removed the taxes on the battery. Yeah. We've also removed taxes on the lithium inside the battery. We have also removed taxes on the charging infrastructure, because this thing requires a charger. You are aware of that? Yeah. And then we have also because we want to make the bike affordable. And we want to make even the passengers pay less by making the operation of all these bikes much more cheaper. That's why we've knocked down about 5 different taxes, so that because at the moment we are producing only 0.5% of e-mobility equipment in Kenya. So we want to scale that up, yeah, and make sure that people like you, more people like you, can come into these facilities, expand the capacity of this facility to hire more people, and to make sure that we are moving our country forward. Sindio?
Exactly.
Don't you think that's a good plan?
That is a good plan.
Okay. All right. Thank you very much.
So at this point,
Yeah.
the first finishing stages start being completed. So here we start doing the cable routing, making sure that all the cables are well connected, start adding the cowling in as well. So now it's starting taking the full shape of the bike itself. Right?
Very good. Very good. Very good. See, hii karibu baki kidogo. Ni kuisha inaisha. Kwa karibu na hapo. Karibu. Very good. Very good. So hii ni mzuri sana. Sasa hii bike yako. Tumesikia watu wanapiga makelele huko kama budget nini. Kwa hii budget tumetoa hii motorbike yako hii yote. Tumeandaa ushuru. Kwa sababu tunataka kuongeza wale watu wanapata kununua hizi motorbike. Na pia katika ile kuondoa ushuru yote tumeondoa is to make the bike cheaper and to also make the passengers pay less. Because if you're operating with a less cost, you can be able to charge less. Sindio? Na si ungependa tuongeze ile watu wanafanya kazi hii ya kutengeneza hizi pikipiki? Ama unataka tu tuendelee sisi kuimport kutoka nje? Kuna watu wanasema tuendelee kuimport.
Inasaidia hewa, kutengeneza hewa. Na hewa inakuwa clean.
Very good. Hi, asante. It's very interesting. These guys understand what they are doing.
For sure. So this
Yes,
is
mkubwa. Habari yako? Sasa karibu inaisha.
Almost kuisha.
Sasa kawaida hii ni ya petroli.
Yes.
Lakini sasa
Hii imekuwa kama frame shape. Alafu pia unaweza weka vitu zako personal.
unaweza kuweka simu nini hapo ndani.
chupa kama maji.
Kwa maji na soda.
Na hiyo.
Okay. Okay, sawa. Hiyo mzuri. Asante sana. Thank you very much.
And now we go to the final stage. So here it's more like making sure kila kitu imeingiana vizuri.
Habari zenu?
Kazi za boys.
Hii kitu iko tayari sasa Sasa ina roll. Karibu inatembea.
Ina roll.
Bado
Roll iko pale.
Roll iko huko.
So
hapa ndio inawekwa battery. Unaweza kuweka betri mbili. Ukiwa na betri mbili you can do 100 and I'm told one battery can do how many kilometers? About 70, 80?
Yes,
almost 80 hapo. 80, 90.
Yeah.
So if you have 2 batteries the whole day unaweza kusukuma wera mpaka jioni. Ndio? And then the charging takes like how many? 2 hours, 3 hours?
Yes, so if you charge from our room hubs, 3 hours. If you charge from at home, that's 5 to 6 hours. Yes.
Very good. Pongezi. Msukume kabisa.
And now we go to one that has been fully completed.
Oh, this is now ready.
Now this is our fully finished product. Everything has been quality checked, quality controlled, and now this is ready for a customer to pick it up and go.
Okay.
Yes.
Iko na battery tayari?
Iko na battery hapa tayari. It's on. The lights are really well. We even introduced very bright lights. Those border people experiencing difficulties.
Oh,
seeing
yeah,
the road.
yeah. Very bright.
Very
Yes.
bright. So full visibility, full accessibility. Unaweza charge nyumbani, unaweza beba charger yako hapa ndani.
Okay.
If you need to.
Na ile mnangojea customer unaweza kuweka kwa moto hapo.
Yeah. Customer akisema unajua they spend a lot of time hapo kwa stage wakingoja. So hiyo masaa yenye wanangoja ni very good time to charge the battery. Yes.
Very good. So we are good. So unaweza kupiga start hii.
It's right now as we speak. It's on.
Oh, it's on.
As is, it's live. Just for a quick demo, I can just shift it to park and governor, turn the throttle a little bit.
Mguu itaanza kutembea. Oh yeah. Hii ndio.
That's the front brake and that's the rear brake on a Kenya. Just yes, it has a horn.
Kandia kidogo. Oh. Oh, hii ndio brake eh?
Yeah. And this also the front is the brake as well.
Inaweza kuruka? Be careful guys.
No, it's in park. No, it's in park.
Hanging, so it can't go.
Yes.
It's hanging.
So as you can see, it's very comfortable, very easy to use.
This one, inamuonesha pale battery imefika.
Oh, and then you can monitor the battery from there.
Yeah. So you can tell the range you still have.
Oh, okay.
The bike kama umekwama.
Very good. Naweza anguka chini.
Now, all our tires are important.
No, this is not right.
But even for cars, I think there's just some small incentive.
Sure. It's actually been a big challenge for us as well. Yeah.
Umeizungusha eh? Yes.
Some of our customers there.
Exactly.
What is your experience?
Actually, it has helped me a lot in saving a lot as compared to fuel bike. I can be able to
fuel bike kawaida
I used to spend around 400 shillings with the
kwa kununua petrol.
Yes. So with this one I can charge it at home with less than 100 shillings and I'm able to do my job the whole day. Yes.
Okay. Na kama unatumia karibu 100 bob kucharge.
Yes, at home.
And then unaweza kucharge pale.
Yes.
Alafu hakuna na kuservice.
Service. Actually, it doesn't.
Kawaida ile ya kawaida unaenda after how long
Actually, there's no putting oil, nothing.
Hakuna oil.
Only oiling chains. No plugs.
Hakuna hiyo mwingine hakuna.
Yes.
So hiyo yote normally you used to buy those every 3 months, every 4 months.
Yes. That oil, plugs, they're changing of many things, but only this one is just oiling the chain. That's all.
Karibu unasonga.
You're good to go.
Okay, good. So you think it's a good, it's a better idea?
Yeah, it's the best.
Kuna habari kwamba katika hii budget kuna mambo tumefanya ndio hii ikuwe cheaper. Number 1, tumeondoa VAT. Hii motorbike itakuja chini by 18%. Number 2, tumeondoa VAT kwa battery. Kununua battery yarudi chini. Number 3, tumeondoa DC kwa parts. Hii parts yote ya kutengeneza hii nini tumezirorate. Number 4, ile charging infrastructure mahali unaenda kucharge. Pia hiyo tumeondoa ushuru yake. Alafu sasa tuko na tariff ya kucharge. Sasa hii unajua ukicharge nyumbani utalipa zaidi. Lakini sasa tumesema mahali popote mahali kuna charger ya motorbike. Ile stima ya pale tumereduce. Unaelewa? So that badala ya kutumia shilingi 100 unaweza kutumia shilingi 60. Hawa watu ni wazimu kabisa. You know? So tunataka alafu kupunguza gharama ya hii. Itamaanisha wale watu wanaajiriwa hapa wataongezeka. Kwa sababu saa hizi how many motorbikes are we producing in Kenya now? Less than 1,000. We have only done 1,000 out of